This is my audience. All right, close your eyes. Imagine you're off on some crazy wild adventure with high risks and high rewards. Now reopen your eyes. I know, reality can be kind of disappointing, but that's what the movies are for. They take us on a whole roller coaster of emotions, taking us to places that only the limits our imagination. And the Oscars celebrate that. The Oscars tell us which films of the year are the best. I did some looking on the Oscars website and I found some interesting things. So first we're going to learn about the history of the Oscars, about the importance of the award, and its impact on our culture. So here we go. All right, the first awards happened in 1929, which was like 100 years ago. Given that it's 100 years ago, we could see how film audiences have changed, how what they'd like to see has progressed. A great example of that would probably be the 1970s with films like True Grit and Midnight Cowboy that are very grounded and real, tell stories about Americans that are flawed. Towards the end of the 70s, we had Star Wars and Close Encounters of the Third Kind that are movies about aliens and space. And it showed how audiences stopped really wanting to watch films grounded in realism and more fantastical stuff. The first Oscars were held at the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel, which is a much smaller venue than it is now, and there are many less people there. You know, it was the first year of the award show, and it hadn't really gained the reputation that it has now. Now it's held at the Dolby Theater and has tons and tons of people come. And it has a huge impact even on the culture of where it's being held. The first film to win Best Picture was Wings. The story is about two World War I pilots that are in love with the same woman, and it's about how they have to fight both the enemy and fight with each other. So now that we have kind of an understanding of the history of the Oscars, why should we care about this award? You know, we don't win it. Who cares? Well, the Oscars tell us which films are the most artistic and beautiful to see and the most well-acted films each year. Films like The Avengers and Star Wars and the Lord of the Rings series are, you know, they're a series. They're blockbusters. They're what people go to the movie theaters to go and see. Films like Titanic and Black Panther, they were also kind of blockbusters, meaning they made a lot of money, but they also won a bunch of awards. It's a very rare case when things like that happen. Most of the time, Oscars don't make a lot of money. But when they are given awards, it says, people go see these. This is a good film. It helps build the audience. Another reason that the award show is important is it shows the up-and-coming talent in Hollywood. So like here, you see John Lasseter. This is when he won his award for a short film. He then went on to direct Toy Story. You know, people get upgraded from minor roles to bigger roles. They also let us see the work behind the scenes. A lot of the times people associate good actors with good movies. A great example is DiCaprio and Inception. You know, when Inception was coming out, people thought, oh, DiCaprio's in it. It's probably a good movie. And Inception is good, but Leonardo DiCaprio didn't have anything to do with what made this movie great. What made it great is the work behind the scenes that it took to make it what it is. So now that we kind of have an understanding of the importance of the awards, let's talk about why it matters to you and me. You know, what is its importance on us? What are some big Oscar moments that really matter? The first one is when Hattie McDaniel, the first African American to win an Oscar. She won for Gone with the Wind, and she opened the doors for other African American women to get roles in Hollywood. You know, people like Denzel. He won all kinds of stuff. Beauty and the Beast was the first animated movie to be nominated for Best Picture. Up until that point, Snow White and movies like that were seen as kids' movies. But Beauty and the Beast really made it seem like anyone, including adults, could go and watch animated movies and enjoy them. The next important Oscar moment I want to talk about is Chloe Zhao winning Best Director. The director category has been seen as the old white men category for years and years and years. Up until this year, when we had more minorities nominated for Best Director than white men. So in conclusion, the Oscars have been incredibly historical, had significant impact on the film industry, and have a huge important impact on our American culture. I want to end with a quote from Martin Scorsese that says, "The most personal is the most creative." That quote was said by Bong Joon-ho when he won his award for Best Director, and he was the first foreign language director to do so.